My passion is playing the drums. I will start with when I was a child. My mother introduced me to my babysitter, a television set. I watched shows like Gilligan's Island, Star Trek, The Brady Bunch, but my favorite show was I Love Lucy. I liked watching I Love Lucy because not only Lucille Ball with her funny antics and falling around and laughing and the way she would cry, it was mainly because of Ricky Ricardo. The way he played the bongo drum and screamed out Babaloo with his hair flying around. I didn't know it then, but I found my passion. It was electrifying to watch that guy play, and I loved it being a kid. Later on in life, I was a teenager, and I did things that teenagers did. I lived in Orange County, Southern California, and I would go to Huntington Beach a lot, doing my, body surfing, and going out on the sand, laying down on a towel. You would hear music swarming around in the atmosphere, and I fell in love with Led Zeppelin. Going to school, listening to Led Zeppelin on the car radio, hearing it on the beach, and I really enjoyed John Bonham. To me, he was the drummer, the rock and roll drummer, and I loved his style so much because it was offbeat. He had an offbeat pattern to many of his famous songs. And I'm sure you know who he is and who Led Zeppelin is. And because of hearing those songs, I decided I want to learn to play the drums. That was it. So I went up to my stepmother while I was in high school and asked her, and she responded in a very thick German accent, "No, learn the guitar." The guitar, that was not my cup of tea. I did not want to learn the guitar. But I did. I went to high school. I was already in high school. I already told you that. And they had a class to learn how to play the guitar. I plucked those strings with nothing but contempt. I hated it. Couldn't stand it. I wanted 2 sticks in my hands and beat on something. Well, later on in life, I got involved with making money like we all do, and just started paying my bills, paying my taxes, and spending the money the American way. And I lost track of what life really was about. Life, to me, is about progress. You know, keep moving in a positive manner. And I got stuck in a rut. Until I met somebody when I moved up to Northern California who turned out to be my best friend. And one day, hanging out with him, after years of being friends, knowing each other, he bought this small kid drum set. And he had it set up in his garage, and I saw it, and like that character in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, I felt my heart swell to 10 times its size. And looking at it, my eyes got watery and glassy, and felt all girly, and looking at it like a little girl looking at a puppy dog. I just was just so happy and tickled pink. I said, "Would you let me play the drums? Just see, if I could do it." And he just looks at me and says, "No way. You don't know how to play drums. You never even brought up playing drums, not one time." I said, "Well, I am now." So I sat behind it looking like a Jolly Green Giant behind his little kid drum set and put out a beat. And it was the beat to the song Back in Black by AC/DC. Mind you, it's a simple beat, but I did it. And he and his wife stood there looking at me in amazement. This guy that we know for years can play the drums? What? So he offered up his garage. So we made his garage to a little studio system. Soundproofed it all. I bought an adult-sized drum set, put it in the corner. He started buying bass guitars, electric guitars, all for fun. And I started playing the drums, and I just got better and better because I practiced at it almost every single day. When the weekends came, Friday night, it was all night, Saturday all day, back and forth, Sunday, calm down until the weekend would come. But I was there Wednesday nights and Friday nights, absolutely. We called it band practice. And I just got better and better because I just love it so much. And it came natural to me. Maybe because when I was a child, watching Ricky Ricardo and just falling in love with it. The seed was planted from Ricky Ricardo. The appetizer came to me when listening to John Bonham, and I finally got to taste it by my own drum set. So life is like a good plate of food. You just got to dive into it and do it and eat it up. And thank God that my playing the drums is not one plate at a time, but a smorgasbord. I can keep going back and forth as much as I want. And I still play the drums to this day. I just love it very much. I just want to come to, in conclusion, I would like to say that life is like a heartbeat. It's ups and downs. You have your ups and downs. If it's not, then you're flatlining and you're basically living your life dead. So remember, go after your passion, eat it up, and live life. Thank you. Now I want to close it. Whoops. Bear with me.